Alright, so day one I was feeling surprisingly good, and I got this pack of German sausage, and I felt like I could read the ingredients enough to know that it was safe, but I still didn't tolerate it well. About an hour later, I was already sick to my stomach. I took some H2 antihistamines before I went out, and I did okay. My stomach was still really upset the next morning. And then like the fatigue hit me, and it really felt like a histamine reaction where like I woke up early feeling this like sort of energy, and then later like I could barely get up at all. So even though I wanted to go out yesterday, I didn't. I just stayed in and rested all day and was pretty out of it. Today I wanted to go out, but it's been raining. I can see there's still like rain on my glasses. It's really been pouring, but I finally went out because I really wanted to buy some shampoo. So I went to this bio store. One thing I noticed was that the ingredients and like the labels and stuff are usually not translated at all. And I'm used to seeing labels in like multiple languages where like a lot of brands will have them translated into like 15 different languages. In Belgium, even if I can like kind of understand the Dutch, I can read it in French, and most of the time I am in places where I speak the language. So regardless of what language it is, I can read the packaging. And I realize it's a bit more difficult here. Some ingredients are cognates, especially like the allergens and stuff, but I can't read everything. And when it comes to my hair, because it's locked, I really want to make sure to try and avoid anything that might leave like a residue coating my hair. And there's just like all of these ingredients that like you don't even have to translate because you know there's some kind of chemical that's not really good for your hair. I looked around the whole store and I was kind of gravitating more toward products that were imported from the UK because the original label was in English and they just had like a sticker stuck on with the Hungarian translation of the ingredients. Normally I have a language dictionary on my phone just in case. I need to reinstall that and download the Hungarian dictionary just so that I can look stuff up when necessary. My hostess ordered food on this website for me the day I arrived, and I ordered it again yesterday because I wasn't feeling up to going out. And the website, even though it had an English version, was mostly untranslated, and it had like a little add-on that would allow Google Translate to translate it for you. And then there were still some words that weren't being translated. So, I mean, it's kind of difficult. I'm dealing with, situations where like maybe the people speak English, but whatever it is in writing is not translated. Wasn't feeling great to begin with today, but much better than yesterday. Definitely worn out now after walking around, but right next to the bio store was Yves Rocher, which I know is supposed to be like really natural friendly, but I've never actually bought anything there because I just turn the bottle around and see all these ingredients. So I knew that they had a Lush and I decided to go there. Ended up in this pedestrian area, a really nice part of town, and in the end I got a bunch of free samples. Which is good because honestly I don't have money to spend right now. So yeah, this is much better. Take the free samples, I can go wash my hair, and have money left over for food for the rest of the weekend. Also, when you look at Google Maps, it has that blue circle showing where you are, and then there's like this ray of light that shows which direction you're facing. And I feel like most of the time I've been here, that light is facing the wrong direction, so it's like really confusing figuring out which way I need to go. And I got the feeling in like 2 of the 3 shops I just went in that they were like watching me, like they felt that I was gonna steal something. And I don't know if people are like more suspicious because my hair is locked, But it was like really strange feeling like I was being watched. I mean, like I guess I'm lucky I don't deal with that every day, like on a normal basis, but uh, still, I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It makes me kind of feel like, okay, what is your problem? Like, why are you like? I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking at products and like reading ingredients. So as far as the language aspect, I haven't like I haven't really spoken at all. Even if there's a couple words I know that would fit in a situation, I'm like, you know, like barely even like mouthing them and like whispering, like, there's no way anyone could hear me. But I just like obviously don't have that confidence yet. But I'm glad that I'm here because I'm definitely being exposed to stuff like just sitting in the bus and hearing people talking, hearing my hostess talking to herself, the ads on YouTube and Spotify. So, so even though I'm not speaking the language at all and I understand like less than 1% probably, I still feel the benefits of immersion by just by being here. And of course, like once I start to recognize words, I'll hear them in all of these places where I wouldn't have been able to pick them out before. So yeah. Also, when I was going to this meetup the other night, I accidentally got in the bus going the wrong direction and went to the end stop. And when I got on the bus today, I passed by that end stop, and then we turned around the corner and we were right by the spot where I got in the bus on the way back home the other night. So it was really cool that I recognized it and was able to put the pieces together and realize that these places were actually really close together. And then I took the tram back into town and realized once I got there that it was the same spot where I left. So things are slowly starting to become slightly familiar already, which is also nice.